trouble tonight. Leveling up with the crew by my side. Funky gamers grooving, let's enjoy the ride. Let's enjoy the ride. Oh snap! Ooh yeah! Kelly's got the joystick, making it clap. Sir X-Man causing trouble, bringing the heat. Your wicked hot's got the moves, can't be beat. Gaming ain't easy, but we make it look tight. What's in the sack? Going trouble tonight. Leveling up with the crew by my side. Funky gamers grooving, let's enjoy the ride. Swag on blast. Combo chain so smooth, we're built to last. Check the leaderboard, is that on top? It's the funky squad, we'll never stop. Gaming ain't easy, but we make it look tight. What's in the sack? Going trouble tonight. Leveling up with the crew by my side. Funky gamers grooving, let's enjoy the ride. Warrior swag on blast. Combo chain so smooth, we're built to last. Check the leaderboard, who's that on top? It's the funky squad, we'll never stop. Gaming ain't easy, but we make it look tight. What's in the sack? Going trouble tonight. Leveling up with the crew by my side. Funky gamers grooving, let's enjoy the ride. Pitches and codes, we know the game. Skilling so hard, they remember our name. Respawn, reload, we don't back down. Funky kings and queens, we wear the crown. Oh yeah! Gaming ain't easy, but we make it look tight. What's in the sack? Going trouble tonight.
Well. Hello, everybody. We're running a little behind today because apparently my computer has decided to shit itself 3 times trying to get into this show. But we made it. We're here. We're all here. It's Tuesday night. How the hell are you feeling? Where your mom's at? We know it is Gamin Ain't Easy, episode 8. And we've got a jam-packed crew in for you tonight. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start introducing everybody first. We got the man, the game complainers. Perry, how you feeling?
I'm great. How about you? How's everyone in the chat doing? Ready to go?
Yep. Everybody's ready to go. And it looks like, just everybody rocking and rolling in the chat. And again, I apologize for all of my technical difficulties. And it's funny, as I queued up the song and started to get everybody going live, I crashed again. So, this is going to be great. But without further ado, next up, the beast from the east. You're wicked hot, coming in hot. How you feeling, brother?
Woo! Feeling great, baby. Feeling great. We started late, but feeling great. Ain't no doubt about it. Just hanging like your grandfather's nuts, baby. Just hanging out.
Hanging like a pair of dingleberries. All right. So let's get Sir X-Man in the room. The wise, sagely Sir X-Man.
What were you doing? Playing that game, Crash and Burn?
Apparently tonight, man. Just crashing and burning all over the damn place. Apparently, my computer hates me today. Not my internet, not yet anyway. Knock on wood, but the damn computer.
Well,
how you feeling tonight, X?
That's what you get for living where you live. You know how I feel about where you live.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Got to bust my balls about being in Will County. Yeah. All right, so as y'all saw, as we were sharing this around earlier, we've got a very special guest tonight coming up from out of the gutter and making a special appearance here on Gamin Ain't Easy. It's the one, the only, Noof Nukem.
Hey, how's the snow up there?
Boom. Straight out of your mother's gutter, baby. Here we go. Let's rock and roll.
God, dude. He sold his house. He lives in a fucking big Nintendo Switch box.
I'm living in a giant
No.
Switch box. It's the only company
you
right
can't
now
afford
that seems to have their head
no,
on
man.
straight. Kind
You
of.
can't
Yep.
afford a house
Nope.
no more. You all live in igloos now up there.
No trailer box, just Nintendo box box.
Now
Just
trailer
Nintendo
box.
boxes.
Nintendo boxes.
First off, let's give it up for the chat, everybody that's in the room that was waiting so patiently for us. You know,
Yeah,
we
boy.
got Cougar Man, we got Frank, we got Talos Ray.
Oh, I gotta put my fucking mic
You know,
outside.
see who else we got here, because now this is everything is just really Venge. We got Venge in the room.
Thrown off.
And we'll get more as soon as everything on my end stabilizes here, because apparently, just for whatever reason today, it is probably Noof's fault that my computer just decided it was going to take a shit. It said, "Oh God, now it is the old Gaming After Dark crew. It's time to just dump all over the place and just not
Dump
do
them
anything."
out. Dump them out for the
He needs-
boys.
He needs Scotty the engineer to save him today.
It's not just pouring one out for the boys. It's just dumping it all out. So anyway,
Dude,
first off, let's get let's do the rounds. Let's do the rounds. What's everybody playing? Let's start with our special guest first, Mr. Noof Nukem. What are you playing on this past week?
I've been playing a variety of different games. I just started the Elden Ring the other night, and I just finished up The Last of Us Part 2 on my streams a week or two ago, and I started Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, been streaming that a little bit. And of course, we had another fun blast with Community Game Day on Sunday. Thanks again to Perry and to Frank and to Fred and to Venge and to who else came out there? We're missing a few.
She was on for Halo.
Yeah, Piggles, and yeah, we had a good time. It was a lot of fun, and I do apologize to Perry because I had him swearing pretty heavily on the last couple of rounds of Gears.
Oh my God.
That was funny because when you're playing, especially cross-platform,
what are you talking about?
you're playing cross-platform. Right? We got a couple guys that were on the Xbox. I think it was R Double was on the Xbox.
Yep.
So the chat would cut out in between like the loading screens and stuff, right? So then as soon as like the lobby was together, you could hear everybody talk. And then, of course, it was like the old days where only your team could talk, right? Which is part of the reason, too, where it was good if you're communicating because you weren't hearing everybody, going off in different directions and stuff or telling everybody the locations. But it was kind of funny because as soon as like you'd come back into the lobby after you won the match or whatever, you just hear people swearing and you hear Perry just like going out, God fucking damn it. Oh,
Man. And I gotta say, Noof, I apologize for not making it in Sunday. I ended up being real busy up until late Sunday night, so I missed out.
It's all good. Hopefully, the next time around we can get a better turnout and
for
then
sure.
pretty soon in a couple of weeks we're going to be rolling Battlefield 6, baby. Woo!
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Hell yeah! And speaking of Battlefield 6, I think Perry had hurt X-Man's feelings earlier today.
He canceled his.
That was pretty good.
Yeah,
So what are you playing on, Mr. Perry? What are you playing on this past week?
I was playing Silent Hill F for fuck.
I saw that.
Dying Light the Beast. And that's pretty much it for the new stuff.
So you said new stuff, but did you have some classic gaming going on too?
Yeah, the typical like Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 from RetroArch. I have all the ROMs and all that stuff on the computer. You guys know that. And I played, Community Game Day with Noof, Halo Infinite, which we haven't touched that in a long time.
Yeah.
And Gears of War Reloaded, which it's a newer release, I should say, on PlayStation, but still a classic
we all
game.
know what it is.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yep. All right. What about you, Wicked? What you playing on this past week?
Ooh, man, I have been shredding it on the free-to-play skate game with Stevie Mac. Like, oh man, multiple times a week, multiple times. And other than that, I've been diving into Dying Light the Beast. Those are the only two.
Nice. Very cool. What about UX? What are you gaming on this week, buddy?
Borderlands, football on Sunday, You know, I ain't missing no football games.
Yeah.
And more Borderlands.
And more Borderlands.
Borderland.
Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. And for myself, everybody knows at this point because I've been posting videos up of it. I've been playing through the old Resident Evils. If you've been paying attention to my channel, you're only seeing me still in director's cut, but I've actually gotten through 1 and 2, and I'm actually now into 3, but I'm catching so much footage, it's like my hard drive's almost full. So, but I don't want to put a glut up of stuff that nobody's going to watch anyway if you haven't turned off restricted mode yet. So if you're out there and you're watching and you're wanting to see some Resident Evil gameplay and hear me yak with the wife as I'm playing, turn off restricted mode. That needs to happen. So, but anyway, that's what I've been in on. So, let's get the show rolling. We only got one topic today. It's going to be like the current event topic that we're going to be talking about, but it is, I don't want to say a big one. Yeah, you could say it's a big one because it's a big bonehead move, and normally I don't like talking about stuff like that. We always try to.
Is that what you told her, Proto?
What's that?
She don't want to see a big one.
She don't want to see a big one. She never sees a big one. She's married to me. The only big one she sees being married to me is my gut. But
you got one of those dick
back,
views,
man.
yeah? When your gut sticks out further than your dick view.
Exactly. But so anyway, in I guess current event topics and biggest bonehead moves you could probably ever keep doing in the gaming industry. And normally I like to steer away from this kind of stuff now because it's almost old news and it's almost like again kind of stuff. But we got to talk about it. It's Xbox. Everybody here knows we're all Xbox guys. We love the brand. What's up, RWK? How you feeling, buddy?
RW.
But so we everybody knows we're Xbox guys, multi-platform guys, really, but Xbox is our preferred brand. But in the news, once again, Xbox is making that news by increasing the prices again on their consoles. So at this point, I believe it is the Series X 2 terabyte is up to what, like almost $800 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It's 800.
So basically the price of a PS5 Pro, you're going to get an Xbox Series X with an extra terabyte of storage. And on top of that, and we'll roll into this, but I want to get everything out there and then everybody can kind of get their thoughts on it and we can chat about that for a bit. On top of that, we're now seeing even less availability in stores than we have before. Most stores are.
Is that a condom?
It's a funnel of some sort.
This is the condom Phil Spencer is going to use to fuck everybody.
There we go.
Christ, dude. What kind of pecker is this guy working with here?
That looks like
a needle at the end of it. A needle at
Sweet
the end
mother
of
of pearl.
Oh,
You were right. This is actually a plastic funnel.
No. That's a Barney.
No. You were right the first time. That is.
It's
like
a
with Nadella.
So, but not only are the prices gone up again, we're also seeing more or less availability, very limited availability. Many big chains are now just completely removing Xbox sections from the stores. We've seen pictures of it, and I didn't get a chance to save any. But I believe somebody had posted up a Costco where there was none there. And
yeah. So Costco's website, when you type in Xbox, nothing comes up.
Yeah, so it's
I went a little further. I went on Reddit.
Okay.
And from the last 3 weeks, people who shop at Costco were like, "Hey, can I buy a Series X? None of the Costco's near me have one." So this has been a thing for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And now it came out officially that they don't carry it anymore. And the last post for that was 8 days ago, where people were like, they just raised the price. They raised the price earlier this year. I want to get one. from Costco because they got bundles and stuff like that,
Right.
and all that stuff, and nobody could find one. So
Pretty
then
soon you're going to have the buy one direct from Microsoft, is what it sounds like.
right,
Yeah,
and I
that's
guarantee
hilarious.
they won't carry them either.
Bro, they don't. They don't.
And Sam's Club, they don't carry the console anymore. None of them, the Series S or X. They just carry Borderlands 4, Call of Duty, and they have 3 different color controllers and the headset. And I believe once those are sold out, it's done with Xbox.
Jeez.
So we're looking
That's
at
bleak.
higher prices. We're looking at limited to almost no availability. What is? Let's start with our guest tonight, Noof. What is Xbox thinking at this point? What is the plan here? These guys at this point are third as far as console sales, which and everybody
Right.
wants to bag on that metric, which is fine. It's not about console sales; it's about users. Blah 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 blah. But you're dead last in console sales. Console sales will translate to users unless you're going to throw in your mobile stuff, and that's another topic for another day.
Right.
But what are they thinking, especially hot on the heels of what is supposed to be their next big launch, this big Xbox ROG Ally? What are they thinking? Noof, take the floor.
I don't think any of us on this panel know exactly what the hell they're thinking at this point. I mean, it's really taken the majority of the people that follow Xbox and its biggest supporters by surprise. Now, look, I get it. The tariff thing, it's been coming up nonstop. I get it. It is part of the equation. But I don't think didn't they already initially raise the prices due to tariffs not so long ago, or some other factors, as they always state, the microeconomics or whatever the hell, they've already raised it. 2 years into the cycle, maybe, but 5 years in, and we're going the opposite direction. We're to the point now where, now they're saying in the United States, I don't know if there's been a price increase up here in Canada, which is probably good for us Canadians since we already pay an astronomical amount more for our consoles and games up here than you guys do south of the border. So, for a change, it's nice that maybe Canadians reap the rewards of not getting, taking it up the rear end once again. But, I mean, it really doesn't make much sense. Look, we can count out the console metrics. We know that they don't really count the sales. They know it's plummeting. Well, why wouldn't you want to go out with a bang? Why wouldn't you if we're coming to the end of this generation, you're planning to build new hardware, why would you not put everything behind what you have left? Try to get as many consoles out the door as you can, regardless if that's a metric you count or not. Because as you said, the more consoles that are out there, typically the more money is spent in the ecosystem, whether that's between the games or the microtransactions. And not everybody has decided to be, I'm an Xbox everywhere. A lot of the people in my group are still console first and console only. And, and we're steering clear of the sort of PC, but that's just the fine thing. Are they trying to push people to more PC so they don't have to market the Xbox anymore? If everything's an Xbox, why even bother putting anything behind the console, which is kind of what I'm getting here. Because at this point, if we're talking a couple $100 now between a decent leveled PC that's going to play everything, or you go out now and buy this friggin' Xbox that's, obviously now it has antiquated hardware, hard to find as fuck, and especially the disk drive version's even harder. You know what I mean? It doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know what they're thinking here. My guess is, again, to push more people to other platforms, whether it be hardware that is supplied by a third-party company or to the PC format itself, or perhaps it is to make the next hardware look a lot more like a value proposition, right? Because they're going to start, you're going to start looking at this ROG Ally X when it drops. We still don't know the exact price, but my guess it's going to be up. It's going to be north of $1,000, right? Probably US. We're probably $999 or $1,200 maybe even, especially for the ROG Ally X version. And then all of a sudden, oh, well, that actually doesn't seem too bad because the Xbox Series X is selling for $800+ and makes the PS5 Pro start to look like a value proposition. I don't know, man. It's all over the board. It really doesn't make a lot of sense. It's it's kind of funny. Phil Spencer's losing a ton of weight, and the Xbox is gaining a ton of price. So I don't know what's going on. It's a weird trade-off, but it's I don't know. I'm going to leave it at that. All I know is it's frustrating. I mean, thank God most of us here already have a Series X, But for those of you who, especially the poor saps that are like, yeah, I think I want to get an Xbox for the holiday season here, what's the play here? Or is it to make the big, oh, now we'll raise the price and we're going to have this big sale on these Xboxes, so it's going to look like, oh, man, look at Microsoft dropping $150 on the consoles during Black Friday. You know, it's like, yeah, you're going to take $150 off, but you already added 150, so nobody's really winning here. Like, you know, it's easy to fool the sheep, man, and there's tons of them in the community. And anybody justifying this fucking price raise, tariffs or not, I'm sorry, man, you're full of shit.
Yeah, and you do make a good point. You do make a good point about Black Friday coming up. Prices get jacked, and all of a sudden a sale comes down. And now it's looking a bit more attractive, but then people, you know, because people, and you say sheep are easily led, and it is what it is, but people are going to see, ooh, the price is down because you got that big sticker price. And then all of a sudden now it's like, oh, now it's a sale, and it's actually what it was originally at retail. I mean, I don't know, man. But you might be onto something there too. So
I actually found a list of tariffs. Not a list, but a list of global electronics with the tariffs. There doesn't seem to be anything on actual electronics since April. And that's when they kind of temporarily suspended it for smartphones, computers, and other consumer electronics. That's the only thing I could find. So, I mean, they could be preparing for tariffs on these machines, but as of right now, it just seems to be corporate greed. Anyway.
So, anyway, you got the floor at this point, Perry. Go ahead.
I think they're just trying to push people on a PC. I mean, if you go to Best Buy, all year we've been talking about this. We've been talking about this since what, December? That nobody could find a Series X. Noof couldn't even find one, right?
Yeah.
And they weren't getting them in. And then I speak with people that work at Best Buy, okay? Popular Best Buys, not like dead Best Buys in the middle of nowhere. Popular ones, and they don't even get them in. They get one in, or they get like 5 in, 1 Series X and like 4 Series S's. But Series X, they don't even get in. Frank and I went to Best Buy about a few weeks ago. There was only 1 in the lockup case. So they've stopped sending these things out in mass quantities for a long time, for almost a year at least.
Yeah, look at what Mental 9R says in the chat.
Yeah, I'm going to put that up right now, as a matter of fact.
Oh, go ahead.
So I don't know. I just think that they're done with the console. They don't want to keep I mean, remember, they got to pay to ship these things too. So,
right.
They're tired of it. They're probably just tired. And if they do ship them, you're going to pay. You're going to pay the $700 or $650, whatever the hell it is. It sucks. The whole thing sucks. Because I'm good, but say if I only had 1 Series X and it broke, and I had my library on there, which I do.
Yeah,
I'm kind of screwed.
Yeah,
you know. So
yeah, that would definitely put you up Shit's Creek for sure.
And this goes with this is an Xbox initiative. You know, they want you playing on other platforms because they don't want to do this anymore. They don't want to do the hardware. And they're not making the Asus ROG Ally. I keep seeing everyone post that online. Asus is making it. Asus is licensing out the Xbox name. Xbox is getting paid for that, which is good for them.
Yeah.
But everyone acts like Phil Spencer is shipping this thing. He's not. It has nothing to do with that. It's Asus. And then when they license it out to Lenovo next year, they'll be shipping their Xbox Legion Go or whatever. And so. And they're going to do that with the next set of consoles. They're going to put their name on a Lenovo, on an Asus, on an MSI, and those are going to be the next Xboxes. Guaranteed.
Okay. All right. I'm about to start some shit.
Do it.
Well, start some shit, X. Go ahead. You got the floor.
Xbox needs to learn their lesson, just like ABC Disney had to learn their fucking lesson. If you start stiffing us, we will boycott you. And you will not like it in the end. So the shit that you're doing is wrong. And y'all know I'm Xbox for life, but the shit that you're doing to people that are interested in your system is wrong. If you say, just come out and say, we stopped making the product and what's there is what's left, and we're not gonna jack up the price. The best way to get rid of anyone that is left, and you're not making them no more, you're waiting for next year for the new versions, is to have a sale on it so you can get it out the door. We know all the people that I'm being real, all the people that were gonna buy an Xbox have already got Xboxes. We've already got it already. You know, anybody that and since you're explaining you putting more games on PC and everywhere else, you know, obviously your plan is after the next Xbox, you're not gonna do it anymore. So it's like, put it out there, tell the truth, and don't jack up the price for it. If you want to get rid of them on a backdoor sale or liquidation sale. That way, when people jack up the price on it because it disappears, it's actually going to jump up even more if people got them. You already know how that works. The less of them you got, you know, the more people buy it. They pay more money for it. So,
and see, here's the thing.
You want to be real quick. You think you want to be the profit of that? Man, we don't have that many, and we got to get as much out of it as you can. If you're getting rid of it, get rid of it. Don't leave people alone. You know, like that. Don't try to have the scalpers make the profit, because they ain't gonna do it, and you're not gonna make no money. It don't make no sense. It's backwards economic. It is backwards.
And see, the thing is, to riff off of your point, X, and I'll posit this to everybody. I know Wicked's going to be chomping at the bit here to get the floor next.
That Nintendo, but I want to add this over there.
Oh God!
Got to get his freak on.
Got to get his freak on. So, but the thing is, and we can look at this almost like if when you mention discontinuing hardware and trying to get rid of this stuff, it would make more sense to discount the price. So let's take a look at Sega and the Dreamcast for an example. When they said that the Dreamcast was being discontinued, they fire sold that stuff. When they were out of the hardware, they were out of the hardware. You know, it was just like, hey, we're just going to clear it out because we're moving on. Really quick, can I add to your point? Yeah, go ahead. Sega said if you join Sega.net, they would send you a free Dreamcast. Well, if you're doing Game Pass, why don't you start sending people free fucking Xboxes? Right. I mean, it would make more sense to liquidate as opposed to just chokehold the availability, because obviously there are going to, and especially, and again, Noof brought it up, holidays are coming. People are going to be wanting consoles. You know, they would have the leg up if they, and not so much even a fire sale, but let's say knock off what would have been $100 off of the original retail. Let's say, $500 for your Series X instead of it being the, retail price, and then it looks attractive because of the, quote unquote, whatever. But you really, and especially because they keep talking a big game about wanting more users and all of that, it would make more sense. Now, for Microsoft themselves, not the Xbox division, Microsoft themselves, they obviously don't give a shit. They've got all of the money in the world. They're printing money left and right on their software, whatever. And then the fact that they own ABK, King particularly, with all those monthly active users, for Candy Crush and Call of Duty Mobile alone, that's making their money. They don't give a shit. But at one point, or at some point, they've got to turn around and say, all right, we got this stuff collecting dust in a fucking warehouse somewhere. It's not making us any money. It's not doing us any good. And it's really got a chokehold on how many more users we could have getting into, Game Pass. Bundle that shit with a Game Pass card.
not to cut in here, but
yeah, go ahead.
Anybody correct me if I'm wrong, but let's just take other types of electronics, which are also made in Japan, China, etc. Have we seen prices escalate dramatically on other hardware? Because I'm not seeing like Meta Quests go up in price. I haven't seen a lot of PCs go up in price other than high in demand graphics cards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not seeing this equated to other stuff. I'm mostly just seeing the console. And maybe that's me just because I'm more focused on the one side of the hardware equation with consoles. Or did Nintendo set a precedent? And everybody goes, well, you know what? We've learned that we can sell these damn portables for $800, $900, and $1,000. You know, whether it's ROG Allies or Lenovo Go, Legion Goes, or the MSI Claws, or whatever the fuck it might be. You know, everybody's selling these things at stupidly astronomical prices. And then Nintendo comes out with this like kind of a stupid price for the Switch 2, and people are like, holy shit. And now all of a sudden it starts to look like a bargain, right? So like
Yep. The
yeah,
Switch
right?
2 is the bargain.
I mean, typically tech, I mean, we've always seen this every single generation. We've always seen tech notoriously get less in price. As a new device comes out, the old one goes down. As tech becomes easier available, chips are manufactured in bulk and they get better deals. We see it go down. They do revisions, it goes down. But for some fucking reason, we're in the twilight zone here right now, where takeout places are fucking charging you up the yin yang. The fucking console companies are charging you up the yin yang. Video game is getting stupid all of a sudden. Controllers are getting, and they're making tons of bank anyway with these damn controllers, right? Like
no,
these
the
fucking
controllers
are costing these guys like
price, though.
$5 to make, and they're charging us $100 for controllers. So, like, don't tell me they're not making money. Not to mention, most of them are getting stupid amounts of money on DLC and microtransactions and stuff, and they're still giving it to us up the ass. It's like it's about time somebody fires back here.
But dude,
you're right. You're right.
Controllers are still the same price. They didn't go up on controllers. But
that's the point. Controllers have always been largely overpriced to offset the losses that they take on the hardware. Now they're just juicing the hardware.
How many times do they replace people have to replace the controller because they got Cheetos on it?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, first off, if you got Cheeto dust on your controller, that's a you problem.
You got a you problem, but you know people do it though.
Oh no, they do, and they're disgusting bastards.
God, dude.
But
should be like a trial for them.
Wicked has been quiet and polite and waiting in the wings, and I'm sure he's chomping at the bit. Let's give Wicked the floor for a bit. Let's get some thoughts on it.
All right. All right. I just got to say, shout out to everybody on this panel because y'all showed me the light before I even saw the light. Y'all have been calling it out as it is for a long time. And it's just real funny because after this price hike, there's just a lot of people out there now that are kind of acknowledging it or talking about it or beating around the bush about it. But basically, I just want to shout y'all out because you guys were talking. Y'all were talking about it first and brought me along.
That came down. Damn.
But anyway, for me, dude, I really think it's about they're pricing me out to price me out. So you're pricing me out now to price me out later. You're premeditating this price rise so that I'm ready for the next gen, but you're using the handheld kind of as this ship to get you from point A to point B within that concept. I checked Microsoft's store. When you go to Microsoft, you go to Xbox tab and you go to consoles, all of the Series X's are not there. They are like sold out. They tell you to go to a retailer, and then from even there, you don't really get much luck. And the Series S was, I think, both models were available, the 512 and the 1 terabyte at the Microsoft's website. But overall, this is just like grooming. They are literally jacking up the price of hardware, like you guys said, should be liquidating. They should be shoving it out. You know what I'm saying? Because you make it on the back end, like selling the games. You know what I mean? Like you sell the bike, you make your money on the parts. You know, you gotta kind of work it how it is in that sense. But you jack up this new console. Let's just use the Galaxy. It's the $800 one with the 2 terabytes. That's $800. Okay. The handheld, let's just say because of this price, like I don't think the handheld is anything less than $1,100 for the big boy model of that new handheld. That is my personal opinion. After this price hike, because of the Lenovo Legion Go 2, I think that Perry had mentioned multiple times, and he says that it is around that price range. I think they're going to be right there, and I don't think they're going to take the cut. What makes you guys think or have the audacity to think that they're going to undercut the Lenovo Legion Go when they just bumped up their 5-year-old console to $800 with a 2 terabyte? Do you know what I'm saying? So
the Lenovo
where does
is
that
going to
actually
be
put?
better than the Jesus. It's going to be better.
Yeah,
than the
yeah,
Jesus
it probably is, dude.
It already
probably
is. The first one
'Cause
is.
you're gonna get the Xbox overlay or whatever, the UI system. You're gonna end up downloading that. But if that handheld, just say it's 1,100 or more, the Series X is 800. Where does that put your next console? Because no matter what the specs in it, you had to design it, then make it, then manufacture, you know what I mean, and put it out. By that time, it has to be somewhat outdated to an extent. I can't tell you like how many months, how many years, but like the blueprint has to be somewhat outdated versus what is out that day it comes out. It might be a better chipset or something of that nature within this electronic realm. But man, it's sad to see because like I think of it now, like I'm an adult and maybe I'll have a family. Like where is this starting console? Like is Nintendo going to be that one? Like, because I feel like Nintendo paved their own way. So they made out in paving their own way. So now they don't have to do this. But I feel like Microsoft and Sony fighting head to head for so long has actually like propelled them into a realm that like where we are now, where they're like, we want realistic graphics. We want fucking 100-hour games. And they can't do it with the budgets and they're not willing to. So they're just going to keep pushing the budgets and keep pushing and pushing it. Like, so when does it fucking end? Do they not see the end? And they're like, yo, we can't fix this. Let's make them, the customers, fix this by like charging us more. I think Nintendo wins in this 100% because you took the Disney route. Like you made like really cartoon IPs and they're just household names. So you're just like they just stick to you. So it is what it is. Everybody chose their path on how they wanted to make money, but I think Sony and Microsoft going to head has actually like I don't know, not really benefited us. Like I mean, looking at it like long term, like look where we are, bro. Right. We're at like almost $1,000 system.
Wicked, just to say this, if they keep going at this pace, they're going to be the ones. Corporate is going to be the one to kill gaming. And then when they cry about we're not making no money no more, we're not making no money, you did it to your fucking self.
Yep.
Exactly.
You agreed.
Right.
Exactly.
Now allow me to play devil's advocate here for a second because this is going to tie into the limited and no availability in big chains. What?
Proxy, you know what happened when the devil went down to Georgia, right?
He played a fiddle.
And what happened at the end?
Oh man! But so with the limited to no availability in the big box stores, and it's now directing traffic to Microsoft's storefront itself to get the hardware itself. Do any of us, and anybody can take the floor at any point here after I pose this question, do you maybe see Microsoft maybe going like a more direct to consumer route?
I think they're going to do that through the OEMs.
No.
To the OEMs?
No.
I agree. They're gonna. I think they're just gonna part the things out, slap their name on it, and take a share of it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, who takes the blame? Asus. If anything goes wrong, Asus has to pick it up. Right, they have to fix it. They got to do whatever. They take the blame.
That's why I would buy Lenovo. I would not get the.
You know what I think is gonna happen? They're basically, like you said, they're gonna put everything on the OEMs. They're gonna get third parties to build the hardware for them. And then basically the only way you're going to be able to play Xbox games moving forward at some point is you will need a version of Game Pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could see them pulling any representation out of stores altogether. And the only thing you're going to find anywhere that has an Xbox name on it might be one of those little fucking green cards that you get at your Dollaramas or some shit. That's it.
Bro, are we going to get to... Okay, so next generation, we're going to have an Xbox PC.
No, we're going to get an Xbox.
When do we... So anyway, no, I'm just fucking with you, X. But no, when we get to that and they raise it, say it's upward of $1,000 or $1,000. Okay, what's the next generation gonna look like? What's the next generation
there ain't
gonna look like?
No next generation.
That's where I'm getting at, because like just every console keeps getting up in price. Like, how many consoles do we get up in price with this hybrid thing before it's like, this is like my computer like has fucking Xbox shit on it right now. So like they can't get too greedy with this hybrid console, because in my eyes it's more or less like, if you don't want a PC, you're gonna get this. So they're like, and it's no offense with the terminology I'm gonna use, but like you're trying to attract like the people who don't want to use the PC. They don't want to do the things. It's like it's a dumbed down version of a PC, and you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to have to update the drivers and this and that. It's going to be like probably all in one, like how updates are on the Xbox, I'm assuming.
Well, here's the thing, Microsoft doesn't give a fuck. As long as you're on Game Pass, they don't care. That's why they're doing this whole thing. This is an Xbox, because they know they got 30 million people paying for Game Pass. So they want to. So in order to not like get those people to leave, they're doing this whole thing where they're saying, well, everything's an Xbox. Something happens, you can play it on your Fire Stick. You can play this, because they don't want you to leave. And if you know that as an Xbox fan going in, oh, well, if my Xbox breaks and I don't have the $800 to buy a new one, or $650, whatever you want to call it, I can use my Fire Stick, or I can use that. And they don't care. As long as you're paying every month, they don't care where the fuck you're playing. That's why they're saying to everybody, we don't care where you play, because they really don't. As long as you're paying every month, they don't give a fuck where you play.
Exactly.
I guess my question would be, I have one more question. Just because, like, I guess I was talking more or less. No, I guess that question would be more directed towards like the casual. This one would be more directed towards like us. If that console gets to a certain price range where it's starting to get really close to what a PC is or what a gaming laptop is, like for us, like, do you not even look at that anymore? Do you just not even consider the hybrid Xbox? Or do they have to, in your idea, stay in a certain price range for that hybrid? Because if you don't, I'm going to be like, why am I going to get this hybrid box? Just say there's a $2,000 version.
No, and you know why?
$500 more, I can get the monitor.
Because of people like Noof right there, who's not going to build a PC and deal with all that shit. He's going to buy the hybrid, turn it on, and play his games. That's why. That's going to come down to less people, because a lot of people have more knowledge on how to do this.
Right.
As far as building a computer and updating everything and doing all that. You're going to have about half those people currently on the Xbox, the console, go to PC. The other half is not, because the other half doesn't want anything to do with it. So you're going to buy the OEM for $1,000, turn it on, and play your game.
Yeah. And the thing is, too, to add off of Wicked's point there, and it's a good thought, but at the same time, this is why we don't see a whole lot of out-of-the-box PCs anymore. We just see more people just buying up the stuff to build the stuff, because, you know, like you mentioned with the OEMs, you have that part, boom, you turn it on, you're good to go. You know, you don't need all that extra bullshit coming out of the box that is 9 times out of 10 back when PCs were readily available out of the box. You'd go to a Best Buy and you had your choice between Dell and blah 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 whatever, but they also stuffed it full of such crap you didn't even need. So now it's just, you know, now you don't even need that stuff. I mean, I can see maybe for a gamer like Noof who doesn't want to go through messing around PC stuff, that would just be the convenience factor. But there's a lot, like Perry was saying, there's a lot less people that worry about that anymore, because PC putting a halfway decent PC together to do what you need it to do isn't as complex as it was 10, 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, hell, I'm not a PC. I am a PC owner and a PC guy when it comes to using the damn thing. But when I needed shit done to it, I brought it to a buddy of mine. I am not one of these tech guys that can put this shit together. You can put this shit in front of me. I'm like, okay, what goes where? You know, that's not my wheelhouse. But the fact that I could go buy these parts.
Oh, sorry.
You know, go ahead, X. Go ahead. Sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I don't want to cut you off, my friend. Did y'all notice that the highest ones they are trying to get rid of are the Blu-ray ones? And they're making the only available ones really that you can find are the digital ones. Get the ones I found when I went over to Amazon and looked today. They were the only ones that were really available. The only ones, the digital versions. They're trying to get rid of the digital.
Get you off my mind.
And I know Noof is like, motherfucker, Xbox doing it again. You know I like games on a disc, motherfucker. Why you fucking me again? Right?
That's all right. I'm been fucked so many times with this digital stuff now. My ass is just permanently greasy.
Yeah, when he farts, it whistles.
Wait a minute, your ass is burning.
When I fart hard enough now, if I fart hard enough now, it comes out like this. Gay bass.
Feel spated.
And you notice why you can't find no Blu-ray ones anymore?
Fuck.
You can't find them.
Perry's a sex
we adopted early.
This is what happens at Xbox. Don't go there.
You know who's gonna be the MVP one of these days when the apocalypse hits and fucking the internet's gone? Is gonna be the motherfuckers who still have a collection of games that don't need online to play them.
Yep.
That's me.
I'm right there with you.
Apocalypse is gonna happen. We're all gonna be out. We're gonna be over to your house because we're the only ones that still have an original Xbox or a fucking Nintendo N64 or some shit.
Damn. Yeah.
As long as you got power, right? As long as you got power, the TV still turns on.
Maybe a couple batteries.
So I guess let's kind of bring all of this home now, and so we can put this to bed and move on.
Lay it down.
That's what Microsoft is doing. They're putting it to bed.
They're putting it to bed, but they aren't putting it to bed the right way.
Because they just gave me some fucking.
Right. You're right.
But let's
say, my friend?
Let's get some of this final stuff out there. So with guys like us who are already entrenched, who already have consoles and stuff like that, Perry, the biggest pony on the panel here, has got 60 Xbox Series X's and then 112 Series S's hiding in his basement somewhere.
Oh, fuck, man. The stables are wild.
But at this point, we can talk and posit about the future all we want. But the reality of it is the availability has been choked out. The prices have gone up. It's definitely not attractive to us. And we can only do so much being on, YouTube and chatting about it for a couple hours, at a time. When does the regular consumer finally stand up? I mean, we're seeing $800 consoles. We're seeing availability only via their storefronts. I mean, what's that mean going forward at that point? I mean,
sadly, and I hate to say this because it's going to make me look like I'm an asshole, but whatever.
Oh, boo.
The Xbox community, a lot of these guys, they're just going to do whatever. They're going to follow Phil Spencer until he walks into the freaking well, like at this point.
Yeah. The conga line.
Anything that Phil tells them to do, they're going to do it.
Yes.
Well, that's fine.
I want you to take a dump on your Xbox tomorrow. You're going to see all these guys on YouTube taking a dump on their Xbox.
Anything Satya tells them to do.
Well, Phil Spencer doesn't have to do his bidding. He could say, you know what, stick this up your ass, I'm out. but he's not.
Sarah Bond is coming to your house tomorrow. She will shit on your porch, and you guys will like it. You will have something to talk about.
Oh my god, dude! Phil Spencer doesn't care about being immortal anymore. He's not bound to Satya. He's going to break free from the chains that he has around his.
I guess in the storyline for Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh, it might be.
Shang Tsung had to plead to Shao Kahn to spare his life.
Yeah,
and then he made him younger. That Shao Kahn, Satya, and Phil Spencer, Shang Tsung. I mean, come on, we all know.
Pretty much.
Hey, what's not Shao? Oh my god,
he's even morphing in front of our eyes.
He's like Quan Chi. Satya is like Satya made Phil Spencer like Quan Chi.
I love fighting that Quan Chi. It's awesome fighting this Quan Chi.
Oh man. Well, I guess what the point I was trying to get to, and I'm kind of stumbling across it here. And I'm really
I'm so sorry to cut you off, Proto, but I have something.
No, go ahead.
I think I got what you were kind of spitting.
Yeah.
I think, and you said it wanted to hit the casual market, if I recollect
right.
correctly.
Yes.
Okay. I think okay. This is my opinion. This is kind of far-fetched, but if this situation happens, I think it is a reality check for the casuals. Or they do it like they're sheep and they don't even notice. Next generation comes out, the Xbox makes their one, Xbox PC hybrid, that can do everything. And PlayStation does the 2 SKU approach. And I know what y'all are going to think, and y'all are going to say, oh man, they're going to get lambasted. Then it's not going to work. Xbox just did it. Here's the thing. And I don't think anyone can even just comprehend this because it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. No matter what PlayStation does, they will always be on top. The mind share just never leaves. They can blow $500 million. It does not matter because those casuals are going to keep buying that system. I think it hits them when they do a 2 SKU at 2 different prices, if they can. This is just a far-fetched idea. You get the people who want to get their children something for Christmas morning, and you get something for the hardcore people more or less like us, and that's the kind of middle ground. And an Xbox is that higher mark because they offer everything. But that is my idea of when, as our good friend Mental would say, people when they wake the fuck up.
Right, I can definitely see that.
Okay,
Sony?
I got a point.
Go ahead.
Please, thank you. Okay, I hope Xbox, because I'll convert to 1 year regular. It don't matter to me as long as I keep my my years of service on Xbox. Gonna be 22 years soon. So shut up.
What?
I think it's gonna get to a point of too much saturation of Game Pass that they're trying to push out. And if Game Pass has an epic crash, that is going to hurt Microsoft so bad that they are actually probably going to have to go back to the old way of gaming. If Game Pass crashes everywhere, that means on TVs, on the handheld, on the PC and everything. And they are trying to bet the farm on play it anywhere. Play it anywhere is cool to a point, but when you get to the point where you're forgetting about people that love to play on console and just plug it in and go, that will eventually backfire on your ass. No matter how many games you put in Game Pass, because you can stretch it out as far as you want. But some people are really getting tired, I hate to say it, of subscription models.
Yeah.
A lot of people are getting tired of it. And it's everywhere. And look, we got Netflix. We don't even pay attention to Netflix no more. It's just there. We know it's there.
Yeah.
We all know it's there. So we don't even pay no mind. But some of these are outrageous. And Game Pass does give us decent games. I'm not gonna deny to you. But your casuals are playing the basic Call of Duties and your other shooters. And you're trying to entice them into the other games. You know, sometimes that don't work when you got the big titles like Call of Duty in there.
Right.
But
right.
it's like you're trying to expand what you're doing too fast. That's the problem. Instead of taking your time with it. That's your biggest problem, Microsoft. You're trying to rush it. And
So you
epic fail.
So you feel like they're just trying to push growth way too quick, is
right.
what you're saying.
I've been saying that for a few years. Yeah.
Now I can riff off of that point. Yeah, and now I can riff off of that point for a bit because as many shots as we all have taken and continue to take Microsoft and Xbox stepping on rakes as far as their game divisions go. You can't deny the value of Game Pass and what it does offer. Now it was interesting. What is it? Frank here says another $5-10. If it goes up another $5 or $10 a month, and that's for the top tier ultimate, it's over. I don't know if I don't think that's the threshold. There is going to be a ceiling. I will say that now. There's going to be a ceiling where people stop paying for it because,
if more and more big third-party companies stop putting their games in, and we're starting to see more of a trend there, where we're not seeing the big games going into Game Pass, at least for the first year or so. Yeah, it's going to start to lose value. Microsoft cannot do it alone, like by having their games carry the load, especially when they're canceling half of these fucking games, like Perfect Dark, etc.
Yeah,
etc. And God only knows what's coming down the pipe that's going to get canned soon. Plus, I think Microsoft is smart enough to realize that if their studios are going to make Game Pass successful, they've got to have a pretty steady clip of games coming out, whether that means they're AA, AAA, whatever. They're going to need plenty of content on their own. Hence Netflix. Once Netflix lost a lot of their support, when Disney and all these other people pulled programming from their service, guess what? Netflix had to double down and spend a shit ton of money to make their own.
Yeah, they got some good shit now. Netflix got some good shit now, yeah.
So the same rings true for Xbox here. But every time you hear of a game cancellation and stuff like that, it's not a good bode well for their ecosystem when they're trying to, especially if they're planning to up the price.
Right. And
because I'll go back to $80 a year for a year subscription just to play online game. I'll go back to just buying my game. I like fuck it.
Right.
I'm like fuck it because if they go up like that, it's not worth it.
Right. Well, the inverse to your point, Noof, is that at this point, because you mentioned Netflix having to go out and develop their own content when they started losing deals when everybody else started doing their subscription services. With Microsoft here at this point, because they bought out damn near all of the big third-party devs, they've got a glut of content. Yeah, sure, right now you're staring at, Call of Duty slop and what have you. But, with the third-party devs, if they feel like they're going to start losing more, maybe they turn the screws on some of the in-house.
That's a great point, because here's the thing. We're going to keep an eye closely on this one, right? Because if you notice, every time Microsoft buys up studios and gets games, guess what starts happening? Well, now we're owned by Microsoft, and they're the ones footing the bill. And guess what? Now we can take 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years to build a game, and nothing comes out. This is what's been happening. And guess what? Bethesda's the only people right now that have been putting out games at a decent clip has been basically studios stuff out of Bethesda. But that'll start to slow down. So how many of these studios, like I've been saying for the time and time again, where the hell is Rare? What the fuck are these guys doing? Why are you guys paying these people? Paying them for what? I want to know why.
This is true.
What are you funding some of these companies for? You basically shit the bed with Turn 10. You give them all this time to make the best Forza game on the fucking planet. They took 5-6 years since 2017. Shit the bed with the last Forza game. Decent, sure, but far, far not up to their par. and took all that time to flop. Guess what Forza's done? Forza's canceled. They canned the fucking thing. So you know what? Like, I'm just tired of Microsoft doing this shit. It's like It's like nobody in that company has balls. Nobody has the balls to get out into these studios and say, you know what? If you want to have a job here, you better start fucking earning your paychecks, because we ain't footing $250 million and $500 million just so you guys can walk out the fucking door. Look at all those idiots at fucking this initiative. Even this Gallagher dude. Look, he took the money and ran. I'm pretty sure Microsoft was paying the fucking dude, right? What, 6 years, 7 years? Now, what do they got to know? A vertical slice after 6 or 7 years. Shit the bed on a huge IP. So I've got no tolerance for these dickwads, because they obviously at Microsoft, everything they touch turns to shit. Starting with Mixer, turn it to fucking shit. They turn the fucking Windows Phone to shit. They turn everything to fucking shit, these guys. Because apparently they got too many kumbayas. They got too many nose ring, purple-haired, fucking purple people eaters fucking making games over there. So these motherfuckers need to get some people with some balls. Look at fucking Hideo Kojima. Dude's got fucking 3 or 4 games coming out in the last 5 or 6 years. So you can say what you like about Death Stranding, but I'll take a walking simulator over a canceled simulator every fucking day of the week.
That was
Skype,
good.
Zoom, Nokia.
That's a good point.
Right?
That's a good point. How long have we been hearing about OD?
Right?
Yeah. No, you make excellent points.
OD's coming. Yeah.
Dude, Death Stranding games. He's got OD. He's got the Slink game coming out. You know, at least the guy's fucking relevant and putting something out there. I can't say the same for a lot of these other companies. And where the hell are they? You know?
They canceled the Mandalorian. They canceled the Mandalorian game too. I'm like, you motherfucker.
All they do is cancel.
And I was looking forward to that game.
Yeah. Well, ultimately, at the end of the day, this is what we're staring at right now. We've got an $800 Series X. We've got a near $500 Series S.
Jesus, sweet mother.
You know, it's
and paying $1,000 for play South Midnight, bitch.
Yeah. And on the cusp of them releasing a handheld, which it seemed like license, it's a ROG Ally, but it's got their license on it, and they were hedging everything they have on it. You know, the eggs are in the basket. And you're just going to keep jacking up the prices to the point where you're not even releasing an MSRP on your SKUs for this handheld. It's just it just makes you wonder, you know, outside of the things that we've kind of just.
They said it was going to be $900.
Yeah, well, but that's the thing. Outside of everything that we're just kind of positing out there and thinking what may happen, you got to wonder what the end game is and what the plan is here, because obviously you're not attracting the everyday average casual consumer of video games, and that's what it should be about. You should have as many eyes as you can on your product to not, let's leave sales aside. You want those users. You're chasing those monthly active users, them MAUs. You want you want all of that, and yet you're pricing just about everybody out. I mean, if you
about to burn your ass good this time, you're gonna love this one.
Go ahead.
Okay, you bought fucking Activision, right? Why the fuck are we only getting Call of Duty? Where's your fucking other IP that Activision has made for years? Where is that shit? Where
they don't give a
Marvel Ultimate? They
don't give a fuck.
Where the fuck is my Transformers games that I want to play?
Well, those are licenses. Those are licenses they lost.
They could get that. Microsoft got the money. They could get the.
All the money in the world. Bullshit. It just depends on how much you're willing to pay for a license. Like with Marvel, especially, Disney's got that chokehold. They're going to want top dollar. And it's, everybody wants to talk about. Everybody wants to talk.
What's his name?
Man, possibly going over to Xbox and stuff like that.
They're making Blade, right? I mean, they got the license for Blade, right?
Well, do we even know that at that point? When was that? We've even heard about Blade.
They'll cancel.
You know what I mean? And that was something that Arcane was working on, right? And they shut Arcane down. And now Blade's been in limbo. I mean, it's just as far as that kind of stuff goes. I mean, you know, Activision still has Tony Hawk, obviously, because they've released Tony Hawk, and then it's basically just Call of Duty.
Yeah,
but
it's Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk decides where his product go.
Well,
So
because that's his intellectual property. That's his
other shit.
Where's the other Grounded 3 is going to be out before Fable.
you know what? You're probably not wrong. You know, but anyway, let's.
And who the fuck even asked for Grounded 2? Like, seriously, who the Colt Eastwood probably?
There are some people that love Grounded. I mean, they got.
Okay, listen to me. I'm gonna say this right now. I didn't buy a fucking Xbox to play Grounded with my grandchildren. Okay,
me neither. But I admit they got a follow.
I bought an Xbox so that I could eat more.
Starting trouble, Noof.
I'd buy an Xbox to play this fucking shit, but guess what? I can play it on PlayStation now. So there's another F you to all of us Xbox fans who support the fucking company.
Yeah,
so I, at the end of the day, it's just hard to tell what their end game is outside of like Nuke showing here that you're putting your stuff everywhere.
This should not this in blue. I'm sorry to be a console warrior, but this should not be anywhere near a PlayStation console.
I know. I know.
You're not wrong. Gears was the reason I bought a 360, so you're not wrong. Again, end of the day kind of stuff here. Yeah, end of the day kind of stuff here. We don't know what their end game is. We don't know what they're playing, and I mean, maybe they're race out the casuals and just be like the Louis Vuitton, I guess, of gaming, right? Where it's like this is the premium experience, whatever. But we can put that to bed. We've said our piece enough, and we've vented. And at the end of the day, we take the shots. We tell it like it is. Noof said this times before, and that's because we are fans. We are invested. We have been invested for years. All of us go back to the OG big boy Xbox back in 01. Many of us were in line for that stuff. So we're passionate about it.
Let me use a perfect Noof Nukem analogy, okay? The no chills Noof Nukem analogy, which you guys always get used to, okay? Here's a simple one.
Yeah.
So say you're with this missus, and she's putting out the best sex of your life. She's giving you the best coochie you've ever had in your life, and you're loving it, right? And obviously, you're married to the old slut, so it's pretty much exclusive. And all of a sudden, she starts putting out with you, and she's sharing that shit around the whole fucking community. Well, you know what happened? You still love her to pieces, probably, but you're going to divorce her ass. Well, that's exactly where we are with Microsoft. They're sharing a coochie all over the place, and they're giving us shit in return. So we're ditching them to the curb. Sayonara,
and
bitch.
She took all your money.
But Noob, some people don't want divorce. They just want to be cucks.
Yeah, that's true.
Some people don't want a divorce. They stick with the Xbox and
some of those Xbox players are too deep in the fish and chips right now. They can't smell their own fucking reality.
Dude, no,
Hey.
What the
Well, there you go. Perry's got the toilet paper. He's ready to roll. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he knows. Well, let's put this one. Let's move on because we got a lot of other stuff we got to cover. We're well into hour 2 here. Let's give it up to the chat being here. We got a lot of folks in tonight. We got Carrie. We've got again Talis Ray, Frank. We got Harold in. We've got Infinite Hero. We've got Slendy. We got Wesson jumping in the chat. We got Mental Now here. Just a great group of folks. Stevie Mac. Everybody in here just keeping the conversation going, and you all are the reason why we do this. And we love seeing you here, and we love seeing you interact, and that's what makes this show worth it.
Hit that like and share. Hit that like and share. Let's go.
Yep. Like, share, all that stuff. Subscribe.
Y'all see that?
If I was on the Crossfire podcast, I can hear Mooch going right now. He going, no chills.
We don't need them. We don't need chill here. But
no.
Getting into hour 2 now. Good stuff. Sports. Good stuff coming out. We've gotten all of that nastiness out of the way. Now we got the good stuff, and hopefully Perry can regale us with some tales from the games.
Yes. I'm gonna take a piss real quick while it starts. I'll be right back.
Whatever.
On a side note, Proto, at least you don't have to worry about me ruining your monetization for the video because you're not quite there yet. So
Oh no, hell, they ain't never fucking monetizing me after this.
So we had the fall festival this Sunday, and a guy comes in, older guy, like in his 70s, and his wife pulls him back, and he goes, "They don't sell board games," and he comes all the way in the store and goes, "Peace," and then he turns around and walks out because he thought we sold board games. I don't know. That's the only thing I really got. Nobody
You and
was
your wife
actually
can go
sleeping.
home and play Monopoly. You'll be plenty aboard.
Well, they think I carry this gamut battle shit. It's like, dude, I don't carry that. I do video. I didn't know I had to name my store /video games. I thought games would be okay, but whatever. Besides that, we had nothing too
ladders
crazy.
or something. They shot you sell shoots and ladders.
No, but I did something funny, and my wife will not do this, but people keep calling for Pokemon cards, but they don't ask for Pokemon cards. They're like, "Oh, you got so and so booster packs," and I'm like, "No." So I told my wife, I got so mad. I said, "If anybody calls for Pokemon cards, tell them we don't sell gay porn."
Oh,
She's not gonna say that. but
Oh my god, dude.
Wow.
Well, I'm calling
so
for both
pissed about
anyways. Hello, sir. Do you have Pokemon cards and gay porn?
no.
That's not Pikachu. It's Peek at you.
That's Team Rocket. Hey, Proxy. I mean, oh my god, my
Oh
brain.
my god, Pogs. I haven't heard those in decades.
I still have those.
Hey, Foxy, let Perry pull up my video on the screen up there. For my game play.
Video? What video here?
The video I sent to the clip. I put
Oh,
it
hang
in
on.
The movie clips?
Yeah. No. For my yearly topic. You know, my day,
okay.
my every week topic.
Every time you post those Battlefield clips, I take my pre-order away because it's too scary.
Dude, that building getting destroyed was awesome, dude.
I can't pre-order that game now.
Awesome. That was so awesome watching that building destroyed. And it was on a different map, right?
Well, my wife in the chat says, if Wicked calls, I'll say we only sell gay porn.
I'm about a 4-hour drive away. I'll be right there.
All right, well, let me see if I can go ahead and get this. So I guess you didn't have very many tales from the game store this week, huh?
No, this weekend, I mean, we were busy, but there was nothing too crazy that happened. Thank God.
Well, all right, then.
Festival.
Did anybody come into your store and ask you, did you have an Xbox Series X?
Nobody does. I'm not even kidding. Listen to me. I'm not kidding. So I had a guy on Friday. He's a good customer. He comes in, buys a lot of collectibles. He said that he just got an Xbox One, like the VCR one, for like $20. And he goes, I'm usually a retro guy, so I'm gonna check out what you got or whatever. So he bought Wolfenstein, the Old Blood, the prequel game. And he goes, I'll come back and I'll buy some more Xbox One stuff or whatever. I told him about Game Pass because I fucking hate it, right? But I told him about it. I told him he should get it since he's got the VCR Xbox One. So he's like, yeah, I'll set all that stuff up, whatever. He's excited. But besides him, nobody buys Xbox stuff from us.
Everybody had the Nintendo stuff from you.
They buy original Xbox. They buy 360s, but not. So, during lockdown,
they buy the classic stuff,
During lockdown, I sold all my Xbox One. I had like 40 of them downstairs. They were all gone.
Wow.
Because I put that money towards the Series X.
You can buy an Xbox X, an Xbox One X, for like $200 and something.
Or people trade them into me sealed for $50.
I can buy a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
That's right.
What's up, Axel?
Oh, damn. X, I don't think I'm going to be able to get your video up, man. It's my PC's just fighting me right now.
That's why I said let Harry do it.
How do I do
He
it?
can,
It's Sir X-Man dressed up like Richard Simmons.
Oh shit!
Oh God!
Yeah.
One
What is
week
it,
I'm
Why don't-
trying to do it.
Next.
I can do it. I just can't. I can't get it sit on the chair right now to go and do it.
What?
But I'll tell
you
you.
have it.
Why don't you send me the video again and I'll play it tomorrow? Because
But that's on your show.
Yeah, I know, but I'll be able to do it. I'm like an OBS master over here.
Oh, yeah. But I know you can put it on there, but we'll work on it later. Okay.
Yeah, you could normally get stuff in here, but like I said, with the difficulties I had even getting the show started today, it's like trying to get anything to work correctly. I got to go through some of my things here, but I've also been in the midst of like updating like 6 different things anyway, so I probably fucked something up.
Max, what is your game though? Do you want to say it?
Let's get into that. Let's get into that.
The game you should play before you die is it's another PlayStation 1 game. I know people call Pony again. I can't help it, y'all. Last week I gave you a Sega game, so don't hate. But this week the game is called Assault Rigs. And it was one of the first line of PlayStation 3D games, and you were like a tank, and we used to love it because me and my friend, we had the link to hook double PlayStations together on different screens, and we used to go at it in that game. And the object of the game was to get the jewels on the floor, and it was multi-level, and you got to figure it out, and you use the jewels to open up doors so you could get to the next level. And you got to get it when some of them had time limits, some of them don't, and you had to get to the end before that. Now, this was one of the old school ones where your save point was, I gotta see the paper, a long sheet of paper on the notebook, and I gotta write the code down at the end. So I can't start it again. That was before they started, using memory cards, But that game is awesome. It's a great strategy game. It's a great puzzle game. And if you people want to, check out the video of Assault Rigs. They got it on YouTube. And
I'm going to go and post a link to that now.
Yeah. And it's a classic game that you should play before you die if you got a PS1. Me, I got 2 copies.
Absolutely. Because I've actually played the shit out of that one back in the day.
Oh, you remember Assault Rigs,
remember, man. Yep, I remember.
That's another one of them games that people don't know about it was that good. So that's my game.
Damn good, man.
Yeah, that was my game where y'all guys should play before you die. And eventually we're gonna get down to the show where we are able to post the videos of something that we suggest that you play before you die. When we get to that, we're gonna be all good. But give us some time. We're still working out the bugs on the show, and we're gonna get it together. Ain't that right, Proto Foxy, my friend?
Yep. Your host is still trying to navigate his way around the shit. I did just post the link though in the chat. That's for Assault Rigs. Let's bring it over to our guest, Noof. What do you have for a game that you should play before you die?
A game you should play before you die. Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah, old game. We're
like an old game. Are we talking any generation or
any gen? This is just maybe it's a gen that you know of that nobody else may have picked up. That's how we do this every week. So it's basically, even if it's one where it's like, everybody knows about it, but just tell your thoughts about it. It don't matter. Just whatever you think somebody should be gaming on before they die.
It's best if it's not a popular game, but something, you know what I'm saying, that you love specifically.
Something from your past. Something from your
Right,
past
something that you love.
that you would recommend to anybody.
Thrown in jail.
Well, it is going to be a popular game, but I think it's a game that everybody should play at least once in their life. It was a game that basically put one particular company on the map. It's a game that has turned into a cartoon. It's a game that's turned into figures. It's a game that's become larger than life and even has its own successful movie franchise. I'm referring to Sonic the Hedgehog.
Absolutely.
Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, no game. There's very few games that. I mean, you could easily go with Nintendo, but I'm more of a Sega guy, and I remember like Mario was kind of an established property with Nintendo, right, for a few years. I remember how Sega tried very hard with different properties that never really resonated. Alex Kidd wasn't bad, but Sega was really struggling to find that identity, right? That one character that sort of exemplified their attitude and stuff like that. And if you read the story too about Sonic, how Sonic came to be and how Tom Kalinske and a few different people pushed for a certain version here in the States, like Sonic the Hedgehog almost never existed. And can you think of where Sega would be without Sonic today? The Sega Genesis largely rose to fame after Sonic came out. It became a massive hit, and it's self-explanatory. So to me, and Sonic is one of those games, much like Mario 3 or Super Mario World, that if you go and you play it today, it still looks good. It still plays amazingly good. It's got great level design. It's got really catchy music, an amazing title screen. Like, that game exemplified Genesis, and to me, that's that one game in your collection. And then for a lot of us, it was our childhood too. So there's so many reasons why I picked Sonic the Hedgehog. I could easily go with the newer games, but to me, that's the genre-defining, system-defining moment in history that turned into something bigger than anybody could have ever thought it was ever going to be. So I'm going to say Sonic the Hedgehog.
And Sonic was fast back then.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you played the Sonic, you like, I ain't ever played a game that moved this damn fast. Oh, this is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And how so cool he looked, with the level design and going up the loop-de-loops and then the casino zone and how different it was to Mario. It still had its own identity.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of those levels. You can almost go to those levels now and think about the sound effects and think about the games. And even that sound, when you're in that level that I think it was called, the one where you go underwater the first time and and you try to catch the bubbles.
Yep. The labyrinth zone.
Yep.
The labyrinth zones and stuff like that. And you remember that shit. And you remember the first time getting all those Chaos Emeralds for those fucking dizzying 3D turning mazes and shit, and then getting Supersonic and everything else. It was so cool.
Starlight Zone.
Yeah.
Yep.
And each sequel progressively got better. 2 and 3,
Remember.
Agreed. It's a damn good pick.
Remember waiting for an air bubble, and you be like, "This one, I'm close. I'm going."
Right?
Yeah, especially when the countdown was like, okay, it's like give me the damn ball. Come on.
Exactly.
Yep.
Oh man.
And I can definitely relate to that because I did play through them again just recently. So yeah, and I'm gonna have to do that. I know what was I forgot who was saying it in here. I don't know if it was Stevie Mac or something. But
look at the way he's walking. It's like Phil was hanging out with him earlier.
We got Dreadpool in the room.
What's up, Dreadpool?
What's up, Dreadpool? Right. Glad he's tuning in. All right, so Perry, what would you say is your game you should play before you die this week?
Is that the cartridge?
Has he got one? No.
And speaking of Sonic, I don't know if you guys have seen these at Walmart, but I just picked up my first one. Sega Genesis, Sonic 2. It's a diorama. So here's
no shit. I haven't seen
what
those
it looks like in the flesh.
Oh,
wow. That is cool.
And
get me one.
It comes in that.
Oh wow!
Oh,
that's cool as hell.
They look like actual cartridges, and then when you take everything out of the box and set it up, you got a diorama. This is Sonic 2. So if you look on the back of the box,
Sonic and Tails.
You guys get.
Yep.
there's Sonic 3, there's Altered Beast, there is a Street Fighter, and then there's the console. Right on the end here, you can see the console. You can actually get a Sega Genesis console, which has Dr. Robotnik, and it has a few other the enemies, and it's the whole console, and it comes with the Sonic 1 cartridge diorama.
That's cool. Yeah. I have not seen those yet, but now I need to get my hands on them, of course, when I stop being broke.
Yeah. So here in Canada, like this here, for example, is $20.
Ain't bad
for the cartridge.
And the console, the whole kit, the console one is $50.
What?
Not bad at all.
That's about 30 something, probably US. So yeah, that's what they have. And you go to your local Walmart right now; they have those available. They're really cool. And for those who are Sega Genesis fans, you want to definitely check that out.
That's awesome.
Very cool. All right, so Perry, moving on to you. What's your game you should play before you die?
I'm going to stick with the Genesis theme here. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie on Sega Genesis. Definitely got to play that.
I remember that.
It's one of the best beat 'em ups on the console, in my opinion.
All right.
If you watch the show, it accurately got the music from the show correct. It followed the storyline from season 2. It brought back the Rangers that were, quote, fired.
Okay.
They wove that into the game because they were paid to be in the game, but then they were like, well, we fired them now, so we can't get rid of their assets. So they just did like a flashback thing in the game so you could play as those 3 characters.
That's
fantastic game all around. The Super Nintendo version was good, but it didn't have the music from the show, and it was a completely different game. That's what they used to do back then.
Right.
Same name, different game. Now everything's ported, so you wouldn't know a difference. But yeah, that one on Sega Genesis, the only thing that sucks about it is it's not 4 players.
Yeah, you're right. I remember that.
Players?
Yeah, it was only 2.
Yeah, only 2 players.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Well, that's definitely a good one. Wicked, what about you? What do you got this week for us?
Man, well, my game of the week is from none other than the Xbox, my friends. So back in the day, big shocker. Take it easy. Don't get too wound up there, T-Rex, man. We don't want you falling out of your chair.
Man, I'm about to come. What is it?
No shit.
I'm about to bust. So my game is, after me and the boys were done playing some competitive Halo with each other, split screen, you might want to play something a little laid back, a little bit more easy. Mario Party wasn't for the adults, so we had Fusion Frenzy, my guys. Fusion Frenzy is my game of the week.
That's still addictive.
Yeah.
It is Mario Party for adults on the Xbox, and in my opinion, it may be an old game, but no matter the day or the year you pop that sucker in, it is no less fun than the day it came out because it does not age. It is pure gold, baby. And get out there and at least try it.
All right. Well, now it'll be time for me to put my ugly mug on camera. Make sure I actually cover something on here, and I'll explain why in a second. I'm going to go ahead and break from tradition because most people were talking about Sega, and I'm actually. This is a Super NES port, but it was available on both. But here we go. Zombies,
that game.
And what I'm covering up is because I actually bought this secondhand from T&R Video in Two Rivers, Wisconsin when I lived up there. So you cover up the label because it has a phone number. They haven't been open in years, but it's got the T&R mark because it was a local shop. So, of course, they didn't want you stealing their shit. And then, of course, when they closed down, they sold basically everything anyway. But that's the whole little anecdote about that. But what can you say about that game that hasn't been said? It's a classic, man. It's zombie shooting. You're right, Frank. I did, as a matter of fact. I had to put on all my clothes real quick because I was caressing
and
canoodling Zombies Ate My Neighbors. But, I'll break that game out, God, at least once a year. A buddy of mine and I, for a good solid like 6 months, every time we'd get together, hang out, we would have the kids would do their thing, and then we would all have dinner, and then break it. What are we playing tonight? Well, let's break out Zombies Ate My Neighbors. So we'd just play in 2-player, and then of course the kids are like falling asleep in my son's room, and it's like, they're fine. It's fine. We're still killing it. Oh yeah, it was my buddy. His name is Mike, and if he's tuning in, hopefully he is tuning in. I'd say, Mike, I'm talking about many a nights where we would just get together and play the shit out of this game. It's just one of my absolute favorites, and can't say anything negative about it whatsoever. So that would be mine. And yes, it's a well-known, it's not a hidden gem or anything like that. Just one you should definitely be playing on. So that is that. Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
So we're coming up to the time in the show. I think we hear him coming. I don't know. You guys hear him? You hear him?
I think I might hear him. I'm going to go get a snack
might hear
real
him?
quick. I'll be right back.
You're going to go get a snack. Get your questions ready, everybody, because Game Pass Man will be making his weekly appearance on the show. Have your questions ready, your comments ready for him.
Cool game.
I'm waiting for Game Pass. You guys check out that cool game called Anata today? I think I shared it on my Twitter feed. It looks crazy. It's like Persona, Spider-Man, GTA all wrapped into one.
I've seen it. I've seen you clip that.
That I didn't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty wild looking, man.
Definitely have to definitely have to check that out because I didn't see that
And
one.
I've heard I think it's going to be a free-to-play game too. So.
Ooh, okay.
More trouble. That means
More trouble.
That means microtransaction. Free to play, means microtransactions.
This is true.
Man, I knew.
But still probably worth checking out. You can avoid that.
Did you see the Battlefield clip I put in?
Oh,
where
I did. I watched it.
That guy was destroying that building, and he was doing it piece by piece, and then eventually, after enough hits, the whole building came down. That's on the new maps that they're gonna open for us a release day. I was like, damn, they made all these improvements. I was like, damn, they not playing. We know you're gonna get it on the PlayStation.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I am getting it on the PlayStation. Yes.
I'm talking about Noof.
Oh, Noof.
I don't have Game Pass of any sorts right now, so I cannot play multiplayer games on Xbox. Period.
Oh wow, you have nothing.
Battlefield plays best on PS5 Pro.
You know what?
Come
but
on.
luckily, it is cross-play, so I can still add you. You can still play.
He's only going to bottleneck us.
If I ain't playing it on PC.
Yeah. Hello?
We have Phil Spencer here.
Jimmy, I'll call you right back. Sorry. Tell Killy I said hi. Sorry.
This appearance is brought to you by...
What's up, Phil?
Audacity to
my
here when you left the city in shambles after price hike. How dare you have the fucking testicular
Well.
to show up on my show?
You know why I raised the price, Game Pass Man?
You're in trouble now,
You
bro.
want to know why I raised the prices? You want to know why I did it?
Why did
Because your mom keeps on charging fucking a lot on the fucking corners when she's fucking working them, right? I have to find a way to pay for something.
Yeah, you got. That's right. Now you're making the customers because Sarah Bond's mouth ain't cutting it no more. They got to pick up this.
Hey, listen, Sarah Bond's old news. I've been there. Fuck that. All right, let's move on. All right.
Oh man.
My worst nightmare.
So it looks like
true.
Looks like we got a showdown tonight. We got Game Pass Man versus Phil Spencer. So do we let him duke it out first before the questions come?
Listen, all I gotta say is I just met Hideo today. I'm freaking great. I'm in Japan right now. You know, as you can see, I'm very well dressed.
Man. Oh yeah, Daddy, you big in Japan? You know what else is big in Japan?
Yeah, because I can actually afford to go to Japan.
Every room they live in is small. just wait. More like just pay. That's all you're gonna be doing with these damn price hikes. And I'm the only.
Hey, listen. Either way, y'all are still gonna be paying for it, and I'm still gonna be traveling.
You know what, Phil? We don't need you anymore. You damn cunt.
Good. I don't need y'all. I'll be retiring soon anyway.
You've been huffing Satya's farts for way too long. Your brain is cooked, and we can't handle your bullshit anymore.
Listen, I can't help that Satya's farts smell like roses. All right, it's not my fault.
Listen. We and you, Phil, we may have a past, but let's be real. Your sex game and your kissing is subpar at best. That's why we went our separate ways.
That's not what your mom said.
That's why you're like the little caddy. You're the little caddy for Satya. You follow him around left and right, whatever he wants, Daddy. Put the leash on. Watch you lick his butt while you're at it too. I bet there's some good.
Sorry, Redman just sent me a script.
Speaking of butts.
Where's your... Where's your little friend? Where's your little brown sugar buddy? You like licking on him?
Wow. Oh, he's somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
I swear, we need Arnold here as a moderator for this fight.
I
wonder where Arnold is
Watch over the thing.
Oh my God.
As it burns.
It does look like it's burning. It looks like it's burning your ass right now.
The only thing that's burning is my kneecaps from squatching so much.
It looks like you're taking a
Damn
crap.
you, Phil. Damn you. Your kissing is subpar, Phil. Your sex
just remember this Game Pass, man.
Oh my God.
If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't exist.
You know what's funny? You may have created me, and that's fine and dandy. But here's where it really lies. You fucked up so many times along the way that we can't even look at you the same. Little Dick Phil came in the room and Satya put him in shame.
Hey, listen, that's the Ozempic, all right? That's one of the side effects.
Listen. Mandingo Satya put the fucking cock to your forehead, doot, and you fucking ate it up. Like half of these podcasters. Jesus,
oh
Mary and
God!
Joseph.
Hey, I would boulder you two assholes to go back in your corners and sit the fuck down, dude. So when I'm going to speak here, it's going to be.
And now Arnie's entered the chat.
I've had enough. I feel like I've gone to the circus. I've got to watch these two clowns over here.
Oh my Lord!
Oh man,
well,
dude.
before this gets too out of hand, we do have one question so far from RWK for Game Pass, man. So let's go and feel this.
All right, Game Pass, man. My sub is up in October. How fucked am I? How fucked are you? Look at the bottom left of your fucking screen. This man is charging you through the roof. But thank God for Game Pass, man. Having such a low price of $20 a month.
I got a question for Phil Spencer.
Phil Spencer's going to send you a copy of Grounded 2 on floppy disk, okay?
Listen. I'll give you a year's supply of Game Pass for free as long as you sleep with me. Then I'll be okay.
Oh my God.
Hey, Phil Spencer, can you answer my question, please?
Yes, what's up?
Can you change Game Pass, man, to Xbox, man?
No,
please.
Because Xbox.
That way you can get rid of Game Pass, period, and just be Xbox.
Xbox is
Xbox is everything, and he fights everything.
Game Pass, man, does your bidding, and I'm tired of it, Phil. You make these accusations, you price hike, you lie, and here I am to take the bullets. Well, no more. No more am I taking these bullets.
And here I am in Japan collecting all the money.
Right. I hope that you and Sarah choke on dino nuggets and cease to exist because I'm going to be the only man.
Come on, man.
Yo, dude, I'm going
wow.
to take one of those dino nuggets and stick it up your butt. How about that, Phil?
Been there, done that. Doesn't feel too good.
No, it doesn't,
Wow.
especially when they're hot and ready.
Oh,
Well, Game Pass, man, we got another question for you.
Game Pass, man. If GTA 6 passes Xbox, what would Phil do? Phil would tell you to go buy a PlayStation because the man can't win a damn generation like his jockstrap can't even hold his fucking nuts up because he's got none.
Listen,
He
I will
wins
tell you to buy a
Interestingly enough,
manly.
Interestingly enough, we now have Phil Spencer here to answer that question.
Hello,
So
Phil.
let's pose the same question to Phil Spencer. What happens if GTA 6 passes Xbox? What are you going to do?
Well, I will. He's Game Pass man's right. I will tell him to go to PlayStation because the industry is changing in so many ways. You know, we are expanding so far.
Yeah, look
And,
at the
I will tell you to buy a
Oh.
PlayStation. I
Look
will
at the
tell you to do
industry
that. 'Cause
behind
you know
me.
why? You know why? Because
Behind
Game Pass will still be here, and I'll still be making money.
Why?
Oh, wow.
Why?
We got one coming for
Phil.
Game Pass Man from Noof here. Well, let's let Noof read off his question for you.
Game Pass man, how do you stay in shape when you aren't fighting full game prices?
Well, first off, I like to start off Mondays by doing my arms. I call 2 of my buddies over and I go skiing, you know what I mean, for a couple hours, get my arms really pumping. Tuesday, I like to do back, and I'm not talking about working on my muscles. I'm talking about I got a guy who blows out my back. I start in a wheelchair, like Lieutenant Dan, starting on Wednesday morning. You know, but other than that, a little bit of squatting. You know what I mean? I for the most part, I skip leg day. You could probably, you know what I mean? I'm going to show you.
That's how you get that great pose,
I'm
with the
not the
squats.
biggest leg day guy, man. I like to skip leg day, but that's okay. Because Phil used to put my legs behind my head, but he couldn't fucking hold my jock sweat, so I put him to the curb.
I also gave him a year's supply of Ozempic. That's why he looks so good.
Once again, I'm so glad I'm not monetized because, man, that should have been out the window.
I asked you that out of confidence, Phil. What the fuck?
Phil Spencer, we got a question
Oh,
for
man.
you from Stevie Mack.
Okay. It's Miss Stephen Mack. Oh, one of my fellow Game Passers. Phil, does Satya like regular or jalapeno cream cheese rubbed on his nips? Oh, it depends on the day. If I'm feeling saucy, I like, the jalapeno ones because they get a little tingle on my nipples. You know what I mean? It feels very nice. But if I'm just like on a day 24/7, just regular Philadelphia cream cheese, only Philadelphia. That's it.
Talking about all this cream cheese, Phil, is making me reminisce about our past.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that one Saturday.
I'll tell you where we went wrong. When you told me it was going to be only 4 guys at the gangbang. Next thing you know, it was all the guys at the gangbang.
How did I know that 3 Dick Larry was going to be there?
I'm going to tell you. The lights were off, and I couldn't tell if I was tugging on someone's beard or there was their lower extremity beard.
Let's just say you were
Anyway,
playing on my
that was a hairy
joystick.
situation.
Question for Phil.
Yes,
Phil,
sir.
I thought of the perfect name for the new system. The Xbox Mystery.
Hold on.
Because you don't know what you're going to get inside.
Wait. I gotta get one of my devs on that right now. Hey, did you get that? Did you really get? Okay, good. Thanks.
The Xbox Mystery.
It's all right. It'll be coming out in 2022.
Oh my
God. You know what, Phil? This is the only time I want to fight you. Do you see what time it is on this clock?
Oh man, that's the bewitching.
3 a.m., baby. The only time it goes down. The only time I'm gonna put you down, Phil.
Oh my lord!
3 a.m. Let's meet.
That's about the time that your mom gets done fucking me. All right,
and since he's on the East Coast and you're on California time,
I'm actually.
That's 11 o'clock.
That's why my laundry room smelled like cream cheese. You son of a bitch!
Damn, hell no.
I noticed my mom came home 10 minutes after she left. I guess that wasn't a fucking quick errand. Maybe it was.
See some white stuff on her face.
Wow.
No, it was green. It was green.
We'll say it's green
Nickelodeon route. But that's okay. That's okay.
Man up.
Sweet mother.
Oh my lord. What is even happening right now?
Lord of the Cucks, defender of the X-Cock.
X-Cock?
Nugget extraordinaire.
Wow.
This man.
Listen, I have a date with like Kojima and Keely in like a little bit. How long this long?
Oh! A little bit of that, a little sausage fest.
Kojima's on my left nut. Keely's on my right nut.
Jesus, how many buns do you got on your lap, son? Jesus,
I have an Xbox controller
it's
down
never
there.
enough.
That sounds like a new video game called Come Stranding.
Yes.
It'll probably be out before OD.
Well, it'll be out before Fable, that's for sure.
Listen, Fable is coming. Don't worry about it, guys. It's coming.
Yes,
I promise you, it is.
Just wait. Fable is coming.
Wait.
It is coming.
You know
Trust
what,
me, it'll get there. Listen, I just had my devs were getting worked too hard. I had to send them. I had to give them a break. They're like need to go to their families. No, I don't want to overwork them or anything. Trust me.
No. You just want to keep me out in the streets where I just get run amok and I work 24/7
with your mom.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh. And now we've got Handy Andy entering the chat.
Oh my God!
I wanted to say hello to my favorite superhero, Game Pass man. Man, since you come out and see, my life has been so cool. I can't believe it.
That's right.
You're amazing. I mean, I love your costume. It gets better and better with every iteration. Like, man, you put Batman to shame. Batman only costed me so much money to buy all his video games, but you've been giving me so many savings, man. You've allowed me to save so much money with Game Pass. I was able to buy a year's supply of toilet paper for when I rub a couple out in the washroom. Yeah.
That's right, baby. I'm way cooler than Batman. Batman likes women. I'm into dudes. I like Phil.
Oh, my Lord.
Phil doesn't really cut it anymore, He doesn't really, he's not packing what he's saying. The Game Pass in his pants ain't really that great. It's more like
Game Pass Core.
Phil's got Game Pass Core in his pants.
Nah.
That's what Sarah said when she was giving me a mouth hug the other day.
Oh, my God. Well.
Free samples.
I remember my first Xbox meeting.
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh my God, Andy.
Well, I guess if there are no other questions.
Oh my God, I can't believe you Raiders, you Benedict Arnolds. You set me up.
Listen, all I gotta say is just keep waiting. Listen, more is coming on Xbox. More is coming. The industry is changing in so many ways.
The industry is changing. You're right, Phil. You are right.
Even though the prices are getting raised because I have to afford Game Pass's mom, we are still going to be better. We're still going to be the most powerful console. Just wait.
That's okay because Phil's dad has been spending the weekend with me for every month for the last 2.5 years. And he's in a wheelchair because I broke his back.
My God.
That's what happened. He told me, got in a skiing accident.
No. He went over my house, and let's just say I firmly grasped those hips, and I didn't let go until the job was done.
No, that's why it's
wheelchair bound. The man is never to be walking again, unfortunately. But just wait.
Hey,
because
Phil, what about that handheld that's coming out?
Ooh, the
handheld.
What is going to be the price,
Listen,
Phil?
I will say this.
Backwards and fuck me in the butt. I don't know what's wrong
I will
with
just say, whoever buys the handheld, you get 1 free ticket to sleep with me. I'm just saying.
I heard
that
the
ticket is
handheld.
only valid at one time.
Hey, Game Pass, man. Game Pass, man. I heard the handheld vibrates too.
Oh,
it does. It comes with a playable State of Decay 3 demo that only lasts 2 minutes because all you do is shoot one deer in the game
So,
ends.
Spencer, is it true that the handheld has the 2 handles for, you and a partner?
Oh, yeah, it does. I already tried it out with Game Pass, man, right?
That is right. Let me tell you, the vibration is intense.
Oh, it's great. I made sure to make it very, very intense, just for that one special spot.
Have you ever came without actually jerking off? Well, this thing can make you. I don't know if you have ever entered that realm, but
This handheld, not only different by having the UI of Xbox, it can make you come on command.
Listen,
Oh, my Lord.
can make you come on command. That's all we do.
We got the ROG Ally Xbox come on command handheld coming out. 22.
Perry should make up his own character. He should get a tattoo on the top of his head and then bend down like that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just wait. Fable's coming in my mouth.
Oh, Jesus.
That's where it went.
Kojima? Yes. I'm almost done.
Yep.
All right. Yep. Hide the loop. Thank you.
Hey, tell the bitch to shut
Well,
the fuck up.
I guess there's nothing else for our two guests here. We can go ahead and move on to the end of the show. Thank you, Phil Spencer, for being here. And thank
Of course, no problem. Thank you for having me, my fellow Xboxers, my fellow Game Passers. Remember, even though it's raising, still, we love you. The industry is changing. We will always love you. Game Pass,
The industry is changing.
Game
Prices
Pass man,
are
I'll see you next week.
rising.
I'll see your mom next week.
Suck your own dick, Phil.
See you soon, Phil.
Phil Spencer took out his rib so he could suck his own dick.
Oh, my
Suck
fucking
it, Phil.
Lord.
And I'm proud of it.
Oh,
Inside information from the Game Pass man.
oh, man.
So long, everyone. I'm off to do Kojima and Keeley at the same time. Bye-bye.
Have fun.
Go pluck
I
that
guess.
9,000 Jeff for me, baby. Wow, that guy really sucks, huh?
Oh, well.
Thank God we have somebody friendly like me.
Well,
Ah, yes.
thank you, Game Pass man. We'll see you next week.
No, I'm not leaving. I'm staying.
He's not leaving.
Woo.
You have now betrayed me. No, I'm just kidding. All right, folks. It was a pleasure. It was an absolute pleasure. I didn't know you were actually going to bring my ex-boyfriend on screen. It kind of flustered me at times. And I was very aroused, and my pants was getting rather tight. One might say I might have reached a tense. No say. But anyway, thank you very much.
Go save some people that need Game Pass.
What did you say, sir?
I said you better go save some of those poor people who don't have Game Pass yet.
Yes, I'm going to walk the streets and offer some Game Pass to the
And hand out
folks
some
of the city.
codes.
But before I leave, let me end with
That's a
this.
great Halloween thing for you to do this year. You should walk the streets and film a video handing out Game Pass codes.
I'm going to find expired codes and hand them out. And when they get home, they will
Somebody
really
calling the
find out
cops
that it
on
was
them?
all a joke.
Creepy
And I will
superhero
swipe them
dude in
through
his
my butt
underwear.
so they have a scratch and sniff.
Oh,
Make sure you scratch before you peel, my friends.
Is that a controller in your pocket, Game Pass?
oh my God.
Greg wrote in the chat.
Terry joystick.
Oh my God. Well, let me tell you guys, if I have to leave you with something, I'll leave you with this tonight. It's not time to wake the fuck up. It's time to pay the fuck up.
All right.
I'm so scared right now.
Wow. I am speechless. I like half the time I was in fucking tears. Like, what the hell just happened? Well, everybody, that was Game Pass man and Phil Spencer. Wow.
And that's what they did on a live podcast. Holy man, imagine behind closed doors. Don't want to be in that boardroom.
No, definitely not. That sounded like a lover's quarrel that turned into a battle royal real quickly.
Hey, we had a threesome and we didn't even ask for it.
Yeah, no kidding. It was a surprise threesome.
and they had sex with a puppet. That's
Oh wow.
And poor Handy Andy was all in the middle of that. Oh,
Oh my God!
he got rammed in the front and the back.
All right, Daddy's back.
How was that snack you were having? Wicked hot? Because man, Game Pass man was just here. You just missed him, man. But he was really putting on a show tonight.
It was long, deep. Had some tears flowing down once it hit the back of my throat. Oh yeah, the snack. Anyway, yeah, it was pretty good. The Cheez-Its were good, a little bit on the salty side, but no harm, no foul.
Well, you Jesus Christ,
man.
Habanero?
Oh
What's up,
man,
Papa?
That was gross.
That was incredible. All right, guys. Well, that is another episode of Gamin' Ain't Easy in the books. So we'll go ahead and get everybody out of here. First off, again, much love to the chat, and especially for sticking around for that little lovers battle royal we just had between Game Pass Man and Phil Spencer, because holy shit, that was something.
Holy shit. The crowd's so wild.
Oh, should have played that up in the background the entire time that was going on. So let's start with our guest, Noof. Let everybody know where the hell they're going to find you at, man.
Well, first of all, congratulations on hitting 8 episodes already, man. How the time flies. It feels like only yesterday we were putting Game Pass or Gaming After Dark to bed. And now you get me all Game Pass out here. But it's good, man. You guys have carried the torch and having a lot of fun with this, as I can tell, and that's amazing to see. Great conversation, great people. And your chat, as always, absolutely amazing. So thanks again for letting me come on here and vent my frustrations with Xbox. And I want to straighten something up because, again, a lot of people, they just think that, all of a sudden we're just these big Xbox haters. But, I mean, how many years did we praise talk about Xbox and talk about all the good stuff they were doing and talk about the advances they made and how they were leading in innovation and how the script is sort of flipped. And it's not that Xbox is awful or anything else like that, but they're making so many decisions that most of us just can't get behind or don't really understand. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. But thanks for letting me come out and vent a little bit tonight and obviously have some fun with you guys. So appreciate that. And
thank you for the kind words, and it was so amazing to have you here. You're welcome here anytime. All right,
Why I was reading what
Frank
just
put his
said.
Phil Spencer over there.
He's just playing catch up now with the chat.
Oh, Frank.
Oh God,
Handy Andy is like a crusty sock under the bed after.
Well, in between your laughter there, X, let them know where they can find you at when you're not here on Gaming Easy.
I'll be playing more Borderlands. I'll be back on 108 Dragons on Saturday at 2 p.m. and that's about it. And I'll see you guys again next week, God willing.
Yep, God willing, we'll be here. We're always here, and you'll always be here. Wicked, let them know where to find you at when you ain't here on Gaming Ain't Easy.
Oh man, you can find me on YouTube. You can find me on TikTok, and you can find me on Xbox, PlayStation, and can't forget good old-fashioned Nintendo.
I'm being nice today.
And now one of the busiest men on the panel, Perry, let them know where they can find you at when you're not here on Gaming Ain't Easy.
Every Wednesday night on the Game Complainers YouTube channel, over obviously right here on YouTube, with Phil Spencer, aka Fred, Frank, and Anthony. All those guys were in the chat tonight. Appreciate it. We'll be live tomorrow night between 9:30 and 10 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about this same subject, but the gloves are coming off and we're dialing it up to 11. So get ready for that.
Condoms.
Get ready. The
gloves are coming off. The condoms are going on.
It's going wrong.
Bet to fuck some shit up.
We'll allow socks.
Yeah,
socks are allowed.
with all of the sauce. And y'all know where to find me at because y'all tuned in. Y'all are here, so you know where to find me every Tuesday night here on Gamin' Ain't Easy. Much love to y'all, and you have a good night, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Okie dokie.